So on today's latest episode of the Smith family drama, Jada Pinkett-Smith just came out to expose Will for forcing her to stay in the marriage against her will. It turns out that while the world was dragging Jada for forcing Will to stay in a miserable marriage, it was actually Will who was pulling all the strings. Jada has been trying to get divorced from Will for years now, but he's not letting her go. Child, Jada came all out to expose Will, and y'all won't believe how messy this story gets. Y'all, so it looks like 2023 might really be the year of divorces, because it has finally split the one couple that fans have been begging for years now. Yeah, I'm talking about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett-Smith, because Jada just came out to reveal that she and Will have been separated for years and might be getting a divorce anytime now. I think what really affected their public image was the whole entanglement scandal. I'm talking about the time in 2020 when August Alsina came out to claim that Will had given his blessing for August to have an affair with Jada.
I actually sat down with Will and he gave me his blessing. And I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life.
At the time, and even to this day, people blame Jada for stepping out on Will, but the reality is that they had already separated, so it wasn't really cheating. But people didn't know, and it caused a lot of drama for them, and Will was dragged for being a simp. He and Jada finally decided to sit on the red table to have a conversation about the affair. Jada finally admitted that she had indeed had an affair with August, but Will denied giving his blessing for the affair. She also revealed that the affair had taken place when she and Will were temporarily separated, and that she had broken off the affair when she and Will had fixed their issues and gotten back together.
You and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Marriages have that, though. Marriages have that.
Yeah.
Now, y'all clearly heard Jada say that she broke it off when she and Will got back together. Anywho, she eventually came clean and admitted to having an entanglement with August.
What did you do, Jada?
Well, I think from there, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
It kind of feels like their marriage went downhill from there, because the more we found out about their marriage, the more we realized how messed up and broken it was. For example, Jada literally came out to admit that she never wanted to get married to Will in the first place, and her mom literally had to force her to go ahead with the marriage.
I really didn't want to get married, but...
We only got married because Gammy was crying.
I was under so much pressure, being a young actress, being young, and I was just like pregnant. And I was just like, I didn't know what to do. But I just knew, I was like, I never wanted to be married.
Oh, and can we talk about the time she went on the Red Table Talk and led us to believe that she and Will were having issues in the bedroom because he wasn't satisfying her?
Right. What you need, tell me what you want. And on top of it, I know that I have to be accountable to do the same.
And do you?
I really try.
Yeah.
However, she came out to deny that she had said that, tweeting, "Only because I got time today. Stop making up headlines. Watch the real table talk I did with Gwyneth Paltrow for yourselves. Will and I have never had an issue in the bedroom. Thank you." But the wild part about this is that she came out to admit that the reason they had issues was that she had an addiction to nasty time.
My sort of addictions jump. They jump around. When I was young, I definitely think I had a sex addiction of some kind. Yes, that everything could be fixed by sex.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Or
It's the behavior.
It's the behavior that's attached to it. Because if you want to have a lot of sex, that's great, but why are you having all that sex? That's what you gotta look at.
She got dragged for filth because fans felt like she was setting Will up for drags because it amused her or something. And she still didn't stop there, because she also did some other stuff like recording him when he didn't want to be recorded, insulting him, and then posting the video on social media.
You say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship.
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me
Oh my goodness.
if you could film me.
Astaire, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Don't. No, because she don't just...
Fans felt like she was deliberately emasculating Will for clicks on social media, and people started wondering why on earth Will just didn't leave the marriage. It didn't look like the marriage was serving him anymore, and people just wanted him to pack up and leave. But for some reason, he continued to stay in the marriage, and things went from bad to worse. Last year, a letter that Will and Jada's daughter, Willow, had written to Tupac leaked, and fans started to feel even worse for Will. In the letter, Willow wrote, "Dear Tupac, I know you are alive someplace. I think my mommy really misses you. Can you please Please come back. Can you come back so mommy and me can be happy? I wish you were here. I really do. Love, Willow. Now, Tupac passed away before Willow was even born. So the only way she knew about him was from what Jada told her. And for Willow to feel like Tupac could make Jada happier than Will? Well, I think we all can imagine how her conversations with Will went. The worst part about this is that Will has often talked about how Jada's friendship with Tupac made him feel insecure.
Of the love Jada had for Tupac.
Oh, fuck yeah. But she just loved him like he was the image of perfection, but she was with the Fresh Prince, you know? So it was like, I never could, like, even we were in a room together a couple times, I couldn't speak to him.
So y'all can imagine how he felt when he realized that his own daughter felt like Tupac was a better match for Jada. Child, it had to be brutal, especially since Willow was only 11 at the time, and y'all can tell that she wrote that letter from the heart. And then the Oscars slap happened. That drama had people talking for weeks.
And two, can't wait to see it. All right, Richard? Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of him.
Now, when that went down, Jada chose to stay silent about it, but Will issued a public apology to Chris Rock, saying, "I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong. I am embarrassed and my actions were not indicative of the man I want to be. There is no place for violence in a world of love and kindness." And when people finally moved on from that drama, someone decided to bring it up all over again when she basically asked Will and Jada to hug it out and move on.
About Oscar night, my deepest hope is that these two intelligent, capable men have an opportunity to heal, talk this out, and reconcile. The state of the world today, we need them both.
At this point, people were convinced that she low-key hated Will because she stayed committed to embarrassing him at every turn. Well, it turns out that the public embarrassments could have been a cry for help from Jada. She was deliberately moving the way she moved because Will was forcing her to stay in a marriage that ran its course. She has been trying to get divorced from Will for 7 years now. She recently sat down for an interview where she admitted that she and Will have been separated since 2016.
2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper,
Right.
but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
Yes.
y'all have been apart.
Yeah.
Remember she said that she had ended the affair with August after she and Will got back together? Well, that was a lie to save Will's reputation because they never did get back together. And if you're wondering why it took so long to announce their separation, well, this is what Jada said.
I think just not being ready yet. Still trying to figure out between the two of us
Yeah.
how to be in partnership, right? And in regards to how do we present that to people, you know?
So why didn't they just go ahead and get their divorce since they've been separated this long? Well, according to Jada, the reason they haven't divorced yet is that Will doesn't want one. An insider revealed that Will knows that a divorce is going to be bad for his public image because a big part of his public appeal is that he is a successful Black actor who has managed to stay in a long-term marriage. Also, one of the reasons Will doesn't want to divorce is because he feels like divorcing is a failure, which he has gone through with his first marriage. Will once appeared on the Ellen Show and said that, "What I found is divorce just can't be an option. It's really that simple." And then he says something similar to MTV News, "Divorce can't be an option. With Jada, I stood up in front of God and said, 'Till death do us part.' So there are two possible outcomes. 1, we are going to be together till death, or 2, I am dead." Child, this is just next level of insanity because if the marriage is not working and so toxic, I don't think getting a divorce is such a bad idea. Fans had a lot to say about this and they left comments like, "At this point, you gotta wonder what it is Will Smith did that makes Jada wake up like once every 3 weeks with the intention of embarrassing this man." Okay, this means Will Smith slapped Chris Rock and basically destroyed his career for his roommate. And so he was crying pro bono on that Red Table episode? Child, not Will getting eaten up in the comments. But I do want to know what y'all think about this situation. Do you think that it's worth it for Will to stay married just for the sake of his image? Also, do you think that Jada is embarrassing him as revenge for forcing her to stay with him? Drop your thoughts in the comments, then check out this next video.